were talking kind of quiet with Lauren. I was
That
like,
mic will pick it up.
hello?
All right, so I think the biggest issue that I see is kind of like we talked about, right? You have shape flat to the arena, right? So when we put our spurs on, we want things to happen underneath of us. We want shape to happen, but we also want lift to happen. So it's a two-part maneuver, right? It's two pieces got to happen. One, you got to give us the shape. So it's just, do you respect my spur and step off this foot? So, yep, we got that, right? But there's no up and under to that, which is why your head's in the air, right? So we want to start thinking about, okay, and this is what I was telling Lauren too, we want to work through our belly to get him to lift, right? And we're going to use our hands and his neck to help our cause, okay? So this is going to be your backup. Your backup is right here, all right? So if this is the initial thing that I'm asking him to do, is move over. You see how he can do that?
Yep.
But see how his head's in the air?
Yep.
So he's not going to have the and up part. He's going to have over, it's not over and up. So same thing with our hip, right? It's going to be hip around, but not and up. So that hip's going around, but we don't have anything here happening, right? Which is why our head's in the air, okay? So we're going to have to work on being a little bit more effective through our hands, right? I think one of the limitations that you're going to run into and why you kind of run into the hole that you have on him is this. Because you're ineffective here. Because you can't do much other than hold his head up in this position, all right? So what I would do is I would ride like this with my reins, because that lets me slide and get wide and take a hold of this piece right here, right? Because this is his right now. He's going around, he says, I'm gonna pick this piece up, and this piece is gonna be up all the time, and you got it, just like you did right there. It's gonna do this, right? So anytime that's up, he's gonna do this. Well, he can do all the shapes like that.
Yep.
Right? He can do all of them. He's good at it. But we want him to do this, right? So you're gonna work through his neck and then put your foot on to say, hey, we're gonna keep this neck down and move over and move our hips around, right? You see how it's gonna have to force him to lift his back?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you're gonna have to get wide with your hands first. There, that's what I want. So I'm gonna come here. So now I'm gonna make him cross back over to the right and drop his neck down and stay down. And see what he's gonna do is he's gonna keep trying to lift this at me.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna keep trying to pop up at me. So I wanna know that when I go to my spurs, that piece goes down. That's my show horse, right? I can't go to my spurs and have that piece come up to me. That can't happen. Neither can that. Don't worry about the dog. So, and that's gonna give you a lot more control, like for the look and stuff too, right? Because if that piece stays down when you roll your foot, it's hard for, I like my horse to look, but you don't get to pick your head up and look, right? He's allowed to look, but he can look from level. He can look like this at you, right? He doesn't need to go, what? Right? Doesn't need to be a tourist like that, right? So he can look from down low. The key to it though, I'm not gonna just chop at his face, right? Because I can put a neck down button on one pretty quick, but it's not gonna stay. The only way it's gonna stay is if I get his belly also. So anytime I go to his belly, I'm gonna be dropping his neck down, like this. So I split my hands wide, I'm gonna take his neck to the left, now he's gonna come off my left foot here. And you need that neck to stay down when I do it. There. Better. So start. Again, same button, same maneuver. Come across here, stay down. There, better. Better. Good, now step up. Keep that neck down. See, I keep my hands low, keeping them about level with my knees, right? Because I want his neck to be down low, all right? He's been doing this long enough, and he holds his shoulders up long enough that he can drop his neck down, right? So kind of the opposite of where the last horse was, where we said, don't drop that horse's neck down yet, because you don't have your shoulders up. You've got his shoulders up. And if you didn't, you have a way to fix them right here. And you said, bring me your shoulders, right? And now that your shoulders are up, let's move your body around. Let's come over here. Let's keep our neck down. And let's do something. See how he gets lost like that? He can't make that move. Because he's like, wait, I would have to round my back, right? If I did that with my neck down, I'd have to lift my belly. He's like, I don't want to do that. That would be hard work. So I want to do things with him, teach him, you're going to keep your neck down, and you're going to make your moves in the arena, but you're going to make them with your neck down. If I get this piece down, it frees his belly to come up, frees his back to come up. Right now, his back is trapped down because his neck is up. See how it traps it down? So I want to get his body moving and keep his neck down. Now I'm bring him back across. Keep your neck down. Now I got a little leak in my shoulders, right? See him swinging out wide? He's not crossing that leg up and really crossing here. He's stepping out long. I'll try a couple more times, see if you can figure it out. Better. And right there, you see how he died out? That's your problem, right? So you said he just dies out. What he would have had to have done right there, because he's planted his front foot, is step his hinds up and get round. And what he opted to do instead of do this and break in half, he was like, no, I'll just do this. And I'll stop. Right? I want him to round his back, step his hinds towards his face, and step up to that. Come around. Come around again. And then this way, same deal. Close my outside. Keep your neck down. Bring me this right shoulder. Cross this up. He says, I'll die out. Now I can go to his belly. I can say, pick your belly up and you won't die out. But if you pick your back up and you keep your hind stepping forward, you might find that if you round your back, you can keep your jog going. So he wants to dive over, so I'm gonna call that mistake. So I'm trying to lope off, gotta lope off straight. He's waiting for me to do this and hold him up. Okay, so if you think about what happened right there, I was set up like this. If I'm headed, I'm gonna lope off. When I ask a horse to lope off, he needs to lope off here. What he did was I was on a circle coming around, and he cut in over there. So he switched 2 lanes over to the inside. I am not going to fix that with my hands. I refuse to fix that with my hands. 2 things gotta happen. 1, A, don't go that far over off this leg. I don't need you that far over, because all that does is let him stay flat. Right? If he's going sideways, he doesn't have to lift. Right? So all moving over does is let him stay flat. The other piece that is, you're completely ignoring this leg. Right? He is completely ignoring the wall that I have over here also. All right? So I'll come back around and I'll try to lope at you. I'll lope off towards you, like right in front of you, and you'll see how far over he switches lanes. So I'm coming through here. Because I don't babysit, right? I'm not going to hold him up and correct that mistake for him. So if I come around and I loop here and I come straight to you, he should be able to lope on this line straight at you and just pick up a lope, right? Because a lope is an up maneuver. So he can go straight and just lope up into it. So we go from jogging here to loping. All right? What he's going to do when I ask for my lope, he's going to fall over the inside real hard. Right? So I'm going to come around, give myself room. Now I should be able to sit up on a line and lope up. What? I'm pointing straight still. Right? I'm still pointing straight. I never went like this to say turn. I'm still pointing straight. Do you see that mistake? Do you see how far over he went? So he just lopes off and goes, whoop, loping. Right? I'm gonna lope off. But he's never gonna get around there, right? So I wanna come here, I wanna say, hey, what if you stayed up off this leg? Right? What if you stayed between my legs when I asked you to lope off? Then we could lope straight and be round, right? So I'm gonna put this maneuver on to say, hey, let's respect this left leg right here. Let's stay over there and let's lope again. See how it's straighter? He don't know where to go then. He's all sorts of lost then. Okay? All over.
What was
so
that?
now we're gonna say, stay between our feet. Stay right over there.
All the leads.
All the leads. And let's lope up, no? So we're gonna get all messed up for a minute. He says, wait, where's the help? All right?
That's better. Oh no.
He likes to have his head up, so I'm gonna hold it up for him. Now he's lost. Still lost. because he's not getting the help out of my hands that he expects, right? So I'm expecting him to stay completely between my feet. He doesn't know how to do that. He says, wait a minute, how do I do that? How do I stay between your feet? Because I do not have much hip control at all. So I'm going to keep him driving up. I keep my hands real wide. But see, this is balanced for me because I keep that loop in the middle. See me pulling that loop across wide? So I'm making a little triangle. The point of the triangle is his face. I'm really balanced right here, but I'm not holding his chin back. That's why I like this. Because I'm not holding his chin back. His chin's straight out, right? Because I want his shoulders and his body to stay between my feet. Keep your shoulders and your body between my legs. Like there, as soon as I drop his head down, he tried to fall over, so I push him out. So keep your weight on your outside front. Keep it on your right front leg. So I push him out. There. When you stand on that leg, then we can drop our head down and go slow. But if you're not standing on that leg, we can't go slow.
That's better.
Yeah. So I'm just letting his head come down now. I got my hands a little lower. I'm gonna say, hey, you wanna drop your head down? It's there if you want to. Just keep your body up. So the whole time I'm doing this, think about dropping his head down. I got those spurs wrapped around him. Say, lift your belly and drop into my hands. Little leak right there. So now my hip's kind of shearing out through that corner. So I got a sharp eye on my circle, saying keep your body between my legs. Right in here. All right, good boy. Let's start. So I don't want you to think in terms so much of keep your shoulders on the outside, right? Because I think when you do that, you start making this move, all right? Keep your body on the outside. Keep all of this on the outside. Don't let anything go in, all right? So what we want, ideally, is to have a horse that I can close the outside and open the inside, and he won't take this door. He won't take this bait right here to fall over with his shoulders, because my leg is not loose. See that? So I'm push my leg into him and say, move your body out of this circle. Now don't take the bait and fall back in. Then I can ride him with control on the outside. You see that? Then I got my outside pretty solid right here. So if I get into where he's kind of solidly leaning on the outside, he stays up off the inside, then I can drop his head down on that new line, right? So I can come here and say, are you gonna fall over or are you gonna drop your neck down? See how everything's staying straight now?
Mm-hmm.
Like there, he tipped in with his shoulders. I can come here, push him out, and see him take his neck to the side. So he breaks that neck down, push your body over. There. Keep your body over, let's keep this neck down. And come around. Close my outside, drop your neck down. It's not forward, so you try to leak, but back that off. Push your neck over, drop your neck down, keep your body over here. Close my outside, straighten things out. There, there, there. Right. Do you see him take that step like this and land that toe out there? That's what I want. He's got to lope this way, all right? He can't lope and get shape if he's going sideways. So I push him over again. All I'm doing, like the big idea, big picture thing here is saying stay between my feet. All right, stay between my feet. I'm going to use your neck to drop your neck down while I ask you to do things out of my feet. Square things up on this side, go straight. Using my right leg, right side to hold this right side straight. Left leg, left hand tap. Ah, we're going too far to the right. There you go. Good. Good. Give him a break. You come around and do the same thing. Push him out. So push out onto my right side. So I'm loading this side up. Right? So I'm saying stay off the inside, load up on the outside, sit on this outside, hug the white line over here. Right? Hug the shoulder. Okay? If we're driving down a road, hug the shoulder over here. Don't fall on the median. Hug the shoulder. Then I can stand him up on this line. Oop, missed it. That's all right. Teach him what to do here. Catch. Stay on the shoulder. See that? Back over there. That's what I'd rather have. Kick out of my foot. Okay. Push it around. Because I didn't feel like I had a lot of hip control to begin with. So I like him making that mistake. So he wants to kick at my foot. That's right. Get through that.
I said, it looks like he wants to shear in with his hips.
Yeah.
Like push on your foot.
Shear out.
Yeah, shear out. Yep.
Yep, he does.
Like his left hind's like shearing into his midline. Yep.
I'm going to call this mistake right here. Push his hip around. He's going forward through my foot. So push that around. See, I don't have a lot of like direct hip control here. He's just walking a circle. Of course, hey, keep these shoulders right here with me. Give me your hip. That's not your hip. Your hip's way behind. Right? Your hip's way behind your front. So we call this going through the motions. Not actually giving his hip, right? He's just kind of walking around there. What if we actually gave our hip and cross over when I ask? So if I roll my foot, take that foot, cross it underneath of you, and cross over when I ask for it.
That's better.
Yep.
There you go.
He's going to push against my foot right in there.
Yeah.
Right where he'd have to step up. Right there.
Right there, yeah.
Step back and die out. His whole motion dies out. Because what he wants to do with his back end is step into the line. Into my circle. Into my leg. Right? He's got to keep this swinging free up here. Should just smoothly be stepping up. Swinging up underneath there. And what he's not doing is taking that free step under, because that's where he'd have to get around. So we'd have to use that back and actually get around.
There you go.
There. See the difference? You guys hip on the inside? That's just got to happen. I was going, I don't really want to give you that. Keep your shoulders up, keep your body up, so we can get that hip in. Keep your body up so we can get that hip in.